Bang bang badang ding dang diggy diggy digging bang badang ding ding oh bang badang ding dang diggy diggy digging bang badang ding ding yes black to black 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 look there's no need to worry and no need to fret if you think we was finished, we ain't done yet. This is the platform where you can get informative topic with real intellect. Plain talk, good manners, raise the antennas. Andre and Karen, that's host the vibe. Facebook, Spotify, and Instagram. You could also catch me on the YouTube live with positive content back to back. I'm inviting all people to black. Yes, Nubian power is black to black, and everybody invited. So share it and like it. For we all are united and black to black. Yes, Nubian power is black to black, and everybody invited. So share it and like it. For we all are united and black to black. Yes. This is your mortal immortal, inviting each and everyone to log on to all streaming platform to black with your host Andre and Karen. So subscribe, share, like and comment, and come along. Let me enjoy the vibes. Diggy diggy, black to black. Diggy diggy diggy, black to black. Daga daga, black to black. Black to black.
Greetings and salutations.
Blessed night world.
Black to black, boy.
Is back.
It's black.
How vibes, people?
Well, God, Mendoza, boy.
Hey!
What going on, boy? You come back? Good to see you, brother. Welcome back, man. Welcome back. Mortel cell beat your tape.
I'm not going to tell you, Mortel been beating your tape for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Nice and real hard luck, boy. Oi.
So,
Where's the vibes? Where's the vibes all here?
so we here.
Let's see.
Another Saturday, we give thanks for life.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? We say a kind of open forum kind of discussion thing.
Yeah.
You know, as most of the people who just tune in here, I sure there's something to them. During the course of the week, though, we having discussions on different things now.
Mm-hmm.
And today was one of them for we.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I want to try it out to ask this question and hear the response.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is your definition of success?
Mm.
And the answer that you give, I want to know who it was, where it come from, what influenced the answer.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Sheldon says he's be out the house on Saturday, so he wouldn't be so present anymore. All
Right,
right, brother.
right? Is there any pressure on you to be successful? And where that pressure coming from yourself or from external forces? Right? How important is that pressure? Because I honestly think that is needed sometimes.
Of course.
Like for me, I realize that I function better in certain things when it's like I ain't have no choice. Right? It's not. I don't think it's ideal, but you know. All right. He say he not target.
Yeah.
Well, nice man. At least you still tune in. You know, we give thanks for that.
I didn't realize you're outside.
Right.
I don't follow. I ain't been on the socials too much lately.
Mortel say in the studio is nice.
Yeah, big up the team with Mortel there, man. Mortel say like with some shitties in the studio.
Right. Well, we're looking forward to the music.
Yeah.
I don't tell him already. My first interaction with Jam Mortel, was right over there by Studio 66. I'll never forget that I like to tell the story. We had the Blackberry group, Black Power, some kind of something. So, and so it was the main members that I remember is me, Mortel, Baba Modupe, Black Pearl, Awosani, who else? Janelle,
Right.
But we in the group and we thinking, and Modupe and them had a show by Studio 66.
Mm.
So they said, no, they come down and we went down. Of course, we went to school at Aosanmi, so we know Aosanmi.
Right.
You know, big up because, you know, big congratulations to Aosanmi as well. They just opened a store in Shogunas Day.
Yeah.
Right?
That's the name of this stuff. Go ahead now.
And that night, me and Mortel meet in person for the first time.
Mm.
And when I tell you vibes from the get-go,
Mm.
me and Mortel outside and they're calling Mortel to sing. And me and Mortel outside instead.
Yeah.
Right? And since then,
Yeah.
it's just vibes now.
Mm-hmm.
It had a song that Mortel sing that night. The way that Kifa was playing the instrumentals.
Mm-hmm.
I think if Mortel go in the studio and recreate that, problems. Because he do the song here for your lunch. But just on to every god, you must have a goddess. That ain't no rocket science, king. That is knowledge. So every king must have a queen, and every babies is coming that particular track.
And the babies in between there.
Right? The way give us strumming, that's like a tung, tung, tung. And Baba and them just getting a little job in the back. Boy, when I tell you the place, like, and then you only hear people balling in the background when Mortel drops certain lyrics now. Right? If Mortel do that as close to possible as that, because Kifa was also voicing now.
Right.
Try to change me. Right? If he get that as close as that, I feel mash up the place. But because we don't have much music like that out here today. You know?
Nah.
You know, imagine plenty of people telling me, I don't know if this is something to you too when you're on the road like on a Thursday. Most time them listen to radio on a Thursday.
Yeah, me too.
But what I'm saying, I laughing though. You know, I know we gotta give thanks for life.
Yeah.
Because all year we used to laugh at parents on the back in times. No, we don't say back in times.
But they calling it that now, yes?
But when we listening to Beenie Man,
yeah, they calling it 90s.
Like 30 years ago, it's the same thing with our parents, you know, in the 90s when they was listening to 30-year-old music. It was from the 60s.
Yeah. True.
Like, yo, I just give thanks that I hear to listen to back in times, you know.
You know, that's a privilege now, man.
It is.
It's a privilege.
Right.
So Dale Store, the name of Dale Store is they launched yesterday.
Right.
Aosanmi, at Greystone Shopping Plaza, Shogunas.
Booth number 11, I think.
Abalaye Spiritual and Cultural Store. He didn't put which booth.
Right, but they sell African clothing.
Into a world of authentic African clothing and fabrics, Orisha items, red palm oil, obi seeds, and so much more. They had some giveaways and things. That was yesterday.
And we saw firsthand, I saw firsthand what they would be having for the emancipation period now. And I don't think if you're into African clothing, you would definitely not be disappointed. Again, them and check out. Yeah? You know, so again,
with it, if you're looking for suits and things.
Yeah. Again,
proper.
Big congratulations and all the best, all Iri and Ashe.
Yeah.
To the brother and all involved. Because I mean, that's a brother we went to school with.
Yes, of course.
You know, so well, check it out. So I asking, you know, where did we or do we get our definition of success today?
I think
and is that definition fluid, continuously moving, or it's static, one thing?
Nah, it's constant. It's constantly moving, and it will constantly evolve, because I know for me, because of circumstance put me or push me in a direction. You understand? So everybody, well, for those who don't know, I had my son very young, my firstborn. I had him at 19 years, right? At that period in time, that is when, you know, you're supposed to be And you're coming out. You know, you're supposed to be partying or enjoying your life, trying to build yourself, that kind of thing. But I ended up with my son, you know what I mean? And at that time, I had to then focus my mind on what I think I needed to do, right? Now, because of the household I grew up in, it was almost automatic. Because I see my mother doing certain things. I see my aunt doing certain things. I see people around me doing certain things. And then your parents will keep telling you, hey, you have to do good in your schoolwork. Make sure you become a successful citizen of the country.
Right.
You know what I mean? Upstanding citizen where you go to school, you learn. After you learn, you get a good job. Because that's what they were taught. You understand? So for me, it come down different generations and then it change as you get older, because your parents now, their definition of success was that, where they reach a place where they could afford a house, they buy a house. But after the house, that is it. You understand? It didn't really have no, well, they're going to buy our next house. Or they buy our next house. Right? Because their goal was that, their ceiling was that house now.
Yeah.
You understand? Get a mortgage to take a house, and wherever, and you're married and you move in the house with your family. And then your family get big, you retire, and I guess you're dead. You know, but it, to me, because of the way society is now, you find that it's strength to strength now. So you reach a particular place, all right. So when I move out of my mother's house, I had to move out because me and my father get away, right? Two man that can't live in a hole, blah,
And
blah,
we will touch on that in this year. Go ahead.
Right? Mommy say, well, boy, you know, you have to press thing. I say, right. So I move out. I get an apartment in Laventille itself, not too far walking distance from where we was living. My first rent was $750.
What I wouldn't do to pay
Brother.
that. I'm sure you would willingly pay that much.
Easy. And it was the biggest apartment I had.
Yeah.
In Laventille. 2 bedrooms, living room, kitchen, parking, upstairs. Right? At that point in time, I already had my second car. I was on my second car. Second, I was on my second car because I'd sell the first one already. And then, you know, I lived there for about 2 years. Me, I meet my wife, Candace, thing, you know, we was dealing and whatever. Now, when she come into the picture,
right,
my mental started changing now, because I studying, well, I can't keep living in an apartment because I have a wife, I have a girlfriend now. You know, we serious and we looking to take it to the next level. Then my mother-in-law say, pressured me, because she want to know when is the wedding. 2 years in, you understand? We take and so we're going on, let's shacking up, you know how that go. And because remember, at that time too, living outside our marriage was considered sinful, right? So we think. So now my mindset started to change, because I say, all right, I can't do it like my mother and them, because up to that point, my mother and them did not get married, right? After I was 21. And my mother and them together since I born, right? So within there now, I now had to start to change my mindset, because I telling myself, well, I don't want to make the same mistakes, if you want to call it mistakes in brackets, that they did, which was to keep getting pregnant, bringing children, and you're not married now. You dig? For whatever reason.
But of course, that was based on your teaching
from that time, right? And then I come down now and I say, well, all right, I'm making a mistake this time. So I'm making sure I do everything that I need to do, get a bigger place, get a proper job, so that I could put my wife in a house. You understand what I'm saying? And that was my drive now. You understand? So it was more of a personal decision for me. I really wasn't looking. Them days, I didn't really have no social media to say, well, you know, they're bombarding you with what success look like. Because now success is yacht and mansion and nice car and jewelry, and you know, and you're on a yacht with your wife, and you have a business running by, so you dig? So, and that's the difference now. The difference now is success is a programming. You understand? Where they trying to tell you what they feel your success should look like. You understand? No, me don't feel I need no yacht. I have no interest in owning a yacht.
So
Right?
you see how you're going, you see how you now say the same, but we already got say,
Yeah.
so you know say the same thing I saying, but
Yeah.
you're coming at me
Mm-hmm.
from where I is, because we all know everybody could do better.
Yeah.
But that's basically the same thing I was saying.
Yeah.
It has certain things I don't feel I need
Mm-hmm.
to be successful, because
Right.
some of the comments here, well, I will read Mortel say my
Easy.
Mortel wordplay.
Yeah.
Mortel say
Deformation.
of success is good health, financial comfort.
Mm-hmm.
A goddess with the right womantality who sees and respects the God in me.
Right.
Right? So Mendoza say, I have a question. When do you decide that you have achieved success? Is there a time period, and if you don't achieve certain things before that time, then you are considered a failure? We're going back to
That's
that.
societal. But
Right.
go ahead, yeah.
He last comment, you know, these hard things is much more.
Who's that mortal? Mendoza.
Yeah.
If you achieve a lot of small things along the way, you are considered a success. Are you considered a success, or do you have to achieve one big thing? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying now. Like it depends on what you consider and what you thinking about as
Right.
success now. Right? Now, that's why I was telling you, because remember you keep saying that you feel in a particular way. Right? But remember, you in the picture now. You in the picture, so you like that picture upstairs there on the wall there, right? Like we use one that they could see here. My boy here in the picture, so he can't see the frame. He out in the frame, so he can't see what going on there. But we looking at him and saying, ooh, yeah, boy.
He could help him.
Right? He could help him, but he might be banging up himself and saying, boy, watch how you watching the fade there. You know? Like, nah, that ain't good enough. Let me clean it up a little more. You understand what I'm saying? But we looking at that and saying, yo, that real bad. You dig? So that's what I'm saying now. Like, sometimes we just, and that's because we don't reflect enough. Right? When I say we don't reflect enough, we don't look back. Sankofa. We don't look back enough to appreciate how far we come and the things that we went overcome, the struggles that we passed through.
Mommy.
Hey, moms, good night. The things that we passed through, because plenty times, and that's one of the things about success. There's a saying that goes, people never see the hard work. They only see the success. Right? So a man watching out at me now will say, well, yeah, boy, that man has his own business thing. He driving nice thing. Yeah, his family, they just carry them here, carry them there. If it is you're going based on the social media construct, right? You go be looking in at me and saying, well, yeah, Karen successful. But then I say in my head, no, I studying, boy, I had a thing. I have 4 children to create a legacy for. I had to make sure all of them get good education. I had to make sure all of them have a skill. I had to make sure when I leave them, I'm not leaving them in a worse position than they were when I was here. You understand? And I beaten up myself now, because for me, success is legacy. Leaving my children with the ability to not only look after themselves, but to extend what I would have done.
Yeah.
Right? You can't start same place I start in the same 100 meters. Both of we can't start same place. So if I reach 90 meters and I go on, and you start at 90 meters, you starting at 90 meters, you closer to the finish line. Whatever that finish line might look like in your mind, you closer to that than where I started. You dig? So, and I think that is where we had to kind of not come down on each other, because I know sometimes it might feel like, especially where we is concerned, that I might be coming down on you now. But it's not that. It is me seeing the potential in you and saying, King, I feel you could do this. But you banging up on yourself because of the storm you in right now, you might be able to see what I see in. You dig? Because you're distracted by that now. And I don't want to make it personal. Right? Mortel said, I've been successful since I made it in the egg.
So
that is true.
So that what Mendoza was saying now. And it's so that's part of what we was discussing in the group today, like this thing that we call in success. Is it one defined thing that it have a written on a stone tablet, and that's it, or is different things in different places, different times, and with different people. Because it's are certain things that some people might need to be considered a success. In my mind, I don't need that. You understand?
But remember, we wasn't talking about success, you know. We was talking about comfort.
Yeah, right. But all of that part of the thing for success, I mean, like, I'm not going through all of this yet to not be comfortable, to not feel that I could sit down for 2 minutes if that 2 minutes means a week. I'm not trying to, and these were that tied into other conversations we be having, like how we get programmed into waking up 4 o'clock in the morning, being in traffic for 2 hours to go to a job that you mightn't even like.
You do like,
and then come back, to another 2 hours of traffic where you reach inside when it's after 7, after 8, you're trying them done going in the bed and thing already. But that is life and that is success and thing. All of that part of the comfort thing, like, why wouldn't you want to do something less than that would give you more time with your family?
Yeah.
A good thing is a partner of mine outside of the country, you know them, you know, you go on there and you make certain commitments. He working 3 work right now. Right? And telling me that he looking to see if he could fire the weekend work and get something in the night. And even though it will be more hours during the week, at least he will have a weekend home with the family.
Right.
And he say, Kester, I remember we talking that talk, I telling them, boy, and would this come up, especially for me, was between 2015 and 16, when I was leaving Pinto Road in Arima to come back to work. And if I'm not out the road by 5:30,
Sister Angie house. And Tatiana.
Yeah.
Greetings.
Angie St. Paul, greetings, boy. It's been a while.
Yeah. She come in late last week.
All right. Tatiana, blessed day.
Yeah.
Tatiana say my definition of success is having a balance of time and money. No looming debt, the autonomy to do what I want when I want without worry, ability to help others, and more world travels and experiences. Yeah. Should I tell you no, the children and them I watching too, because sometimes we go in behind to be successful and to be comfortable. Children paying in the mates because them children and them, I had my big self fighting hard to stay up in the maxi so. But them children and them hogging up school bag and snowing.
Yeah.
And I saying, like, since that I've been saying, you know, that thing about the early bird catches the woman thing, it has certain aspects that is bullshit. Don't get me wrong with the working hard. I am not against working hard or no nothing.
Right.
But part of that working hard can be you leaving Barataria
to go point 14.
To go point 14 and come back here. That can be a part of it. And that's why I say no. You did say something in the group chat that we can't fight the learning system.
Correct.
Right? Because I tell them all they could say what they want, no matter what political organization you believe in or what. They're not changing how it is right now because it's benefiting a certain group of people. That's just the reality. So me saying no to that. And I ain't saying no to learning the system. But I'm saying right now, boy, ideally I want to be outside of that system, boy. I really, really want to be. I mean, look at what you're going through with. They say now get through.
Yeah, with the
paperwork for the alumni. All we want to do is create an alumni for Success Laventille Composite School to be able to officially do more to give back to the school. That how we success is the reason to how we say down here today. And it's real pain, even though the ministry responsible for it have a set of requirements
that we fulfill
every single time. But it's still real problems, real run around.
Yeah.
That same system, I wish tomorrow I can start living outside of that system. I'm telling you. You go vex with people now. I tell you, with a certain philosophies from certain group of people, I agree with Rastafarians like them and them who try to do the community like in St. Joseph up in the bush, the mountains in St. Joseph. Outside of the community, what we come out to do is to sell to make money to get rid of we basically. Now to some people, them not successful.
Mm-hmm.
But when you sit down with them, my cousin was among that he repatriate. When you sit down with them and reason with some of them, it's a certain people I still. You ever meet anybody that said no, just from talking to them that piece?
That piece?
Yeah.
I can't say. Probably. No.
Talking to two of them at a time, are they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Telling you. And men, I know men working for plenty money.
Mm.
And when I hear them, because it's always what's next, as Mendoza was asking.
Mm-hmm. What next?
Not just what next now, but
When is the full stop?
Yeah, it must have a.
Yeah,
but the idea to keep going, though, because what them trying getting outside?
Out of what?
Because you one born and them trying ungrateful because I'm telling you, when you tell them, I do all this for you, you know. Daddy, I do what this, you know. I didn't want to ask you for that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What I ask you for?
Time.
More your time.
Mm-hmm.
Do more things with them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I say sometimes it's selfish.
Yeah. But the problem in there is that they can't see what we know coming. You understand?
Right. And that's why before we come on here, wait as I say to you.
Oh.
Where is the middle point to join what you say now? Because none of we really wrong.
No.
But where's
at all.
If we could sit down and discuss that in terms of finding that middle ground, that way we're going to take what we could take from the accepted philosophy and the way we think today based on the things that we see and experience.
Yeah. But I honestly think that is why a lot of people in our generation turn towards entrepreneurialism, right? Because the reality is you cannot achieve those things working for somebody, right? Because you on them time. You're not on your time, right? So even though I working for myself 10 hours a day, I choose to work 10 hours a day. But here was also the reality when I go inside. I don't have to ask nobody time off or excuse to go and sit down with my son or my daughter. I sit down doing maths with night before last night. When I finish work, I go on inside and I had to sit down and do maths with because I realized he needed a little extra push with him. Right? But it is that.
Yeah.
You understand? Now, here was the nice part. He gave me some. Google. I get the answer. I get the work and everything. Show him different methods. So he now could grasp it however he see fit now. You understand? Because I am not forcing him to be able to just do what he learned in school.
Yeah.
Right? You have to understand and have more than one way to skin a cat, according to the old people.
Yeah.
You understand? But I think that in that pursuit of success, like what Asiana said just now, the freedom to travel and all them kind of things, that is why a lot of people turning away from the corporate world. And that is why right now the corporate world under siege, you know. Bro, Canada and America suffering right now because them cheering and them saying no and playing game.
And making
you know, T-Pain, Nigel telling me that today, T-Pain is making 60,000 US a day.
He have
playing game on Twitch, you know.
Yeah, and you see he make things for them so they're buying some of the products he make to come back and use in the same game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you have things like that going on, right? You can't, a man is not coming to work for you to ball behind him. He going and say, but you know what? I go in Radio Shack, I go and buy a camera, I have a nicer space in my room, I go and start a podcast. Right? Two, three sponsors jump on, they start to make little money, he ramp up, people like his podcast. Next thing, I forget the name of the network. It have a network that's specific to a podcast now. Them going behind them sponsoring Drink Champs, we boy name?
Breakfast
Shannon.
No,
Yeah, Club Shay, all of them under that network. So like all Paramount and movies, them have podcasts. I can't remember. I will come back to me eventually, right? And you say something here that I tell you recently, last week, when you tell me something else quarreling about, and I tell you, brother, focus on you. Because guess what? We're going to be quarreling.
Talking about I tell them I say the originally the Nubian experience now I guess for we you know so much of people around me was saying the same thing now, you know, we talking certain things. So, you know, I thought, well, when I do this, all the other water tuna, because that is what it's saying. And I was like, yeah, nah, I did.
Focus on you, boy. Focus on you. Because my thing is, why I keep telling people this, and it might sound selfish. I understand why some black people is just pull away.
Yeah, I myself,
right?
If I be real honest,
I understand why they just pull away and just stick to themselves, because them know, but here what going on, all our bacchanal all day, and I still don't have enough to buy bread, or I can't send small man to do all the extracurricular activity when he go to school.
Yeah.
You dig? And all them little things happening.
I want to tell them, I say, all they call certain great men in Trinidad and Tobago, all kind of names.
Yeah.
Because they went with a certain political organization.
Yeah.
But none of all you would have contributed $20 to his retirement fund after he nearly give his life fighting for black people right here in Trinidad and Tobago. But he get a position that was paying him a significant salary and would have given benefits when he retired from the position, even though it was a short time. That singular thing, because in that same group I was telling about with Mortel and them, remember John being in a group and talking about some black people who from the 70s and 80s that do things, they get silent and who involved in nothing and thing again. And I was like, yeah, them was frauds, them was never serious. But no, it's not that. I seen that today, I was wrong about that. It's not that.
Now you take a little break now. We have a little answer on all, yeah? So as we all know, we back. We have a good platform. We have a sound software that we're using now. And we have the ability to do things like advertise and, you know, play songs and whatever. So when we have guests, we could always do them things, right? So we're going to take a little break, take in the ad, and we'll be back. All black.
Welcome to 6'6" Solutions, where my imagination and creativity combine to bring your brand to life. From logos and social media graphics to eye-catching print materials, I transform your ideas into visual experiences that truly connect. As a dedicated designer, I focus on capturing your brand's unique identity with designs that blend beauty and purpose. Let's work together to make your business stand out. 6'6" Solutions, where my imagination meets your vision.
So we black.
Yeah, we black.
But it's a topic that we had to keep revisiting.
Yeah.
Simply because I think sometimes we put unnecessary kind of pressure on not just ourselves and the people, but even the children and all.
Yeah.
Like, my daughter do get 5 passes in CXC. Does that mean she didn't do good?
No. And I already there now thinking that, You know, because you look at your children and you will know. You know what I mean? But it have silver linings. So even though you mightn't be showing me on the academic side that you're handling
Aquino, blessed night.
yeah, what you saying, the entrepreneur spark, boy. All right, brother. It is imperative that we don't just force them down one channel now, which is what we've been known. I think we were victims of that, right? And I was having a conversation with a customer in the shop this week about that same thing, right? The technical and vocational aspect of schooling, how they move it and they put it under MyLat. They take it out of the schools and they put it under MyLat. The marketing of it is MyLat is for bad boys, bad behaved children. You understand? And I find that real off.
So if your child need that and your child not bad, if you don't want to send your child because of the
stigma and the perception, you understand? But the child know, and the child know that when they go there, what they're coming out with, better than what they was getting before, right? But it's just the way they position it now.
And market it.
And marketing it like if if your child do even bad, you could send them MyLat and the soldiers will keep them straight and thing. Before all you position it as, hey, your son is not very academic or whatever. Let me look at an alternative for him or her. What could he do? What can they do? And MyLat should be coming into the schools to sit down and talk. Because if you being honest with yourself as a child,
as a parent.
And as a parent, well, let me start with the children. Because this generation of children is not we.
Yeah.
Them coming and like,
real opinions.
Daddy, yeah, what going on?
Yeah.
Me really feel this schooling thing is to me. I rather do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Right? But at least when you do that, I could say, all right, well, let me go and look for something because I hold in your teeth, Because don't feel you're coming out of that to skin your ass in my house. Right? I taking you out and we going and do what you're asked to do. And I holding the same sword I had by your neck in school in there. Because you come to me and say you don't like that and you prefer to do this. But you have to understand that after you make that change, it ain't no out. You have to finish it. So, and that's one of the things that I think now as a generation of parents, we have to look at it a little differently now. Because it's not that you can't switch, but it can't be that you're just bouncing. Because as you meet an obstacle, you turn so, you meet an next obstacle, you turn so. Instead of you try to get over the obstacle and try to be better, right? You're finding a reason to abandon what it is you set out to do. You understand? And that is one of the things that I think we have to ensure that even though the generation now is more opinionated, and I think they have more access because of the access to information.
Definitely, they have more access.
Right.
Definitely.
So them could come and tell you, Daddy, here what's going on, boy. When I really want to be a content creator, and you watching them so. You watching them so. Like, what shit you talking, boy? Yeah. You going and be a content creator? Wait. You understand? But let me be real.
In this world,
I talking to Nadil yesterday. Nadil telling me Samson and them calling $30,000 for a post, So if as a business, and it's everybody, it's not small and medium and large, right? You come to me, you want me to do a post for you? 30,000, my brother. So you could do 4 posts in a day and make $120,000. That's what you saying to me? And the man I see ice cream thing going on the side, we ain't talking about the content creation side. Same thing with Kyle. You understand? We watching them fellas and gigging with them.
It's business.
But them fellas is business because people ain't seeing it, Kyle advertising for people on TikTok. In his skits.
Yeah.
You understand? And we looking at that and gigging, and that's why I say we will use our platform the same way. Because let me be real, we're not talking or shippiness on this.
Yeah. That's the only difference with the mindset, the mentality of people in terms of what they would sit down and watch.
Yeah.
I try not to let that bother me because I see Mortal say something here. You see, he says seeing interview evolve to black is success.
Yeah.
Right. He also said the peer pressure to be successful in this realm is dangerous. For
Dangerous, yeah.
example, one will do anything and everything for materialistic things. I agree. Leaving a legacy for your children to continue.
Mm-hmm.
Right. He said owning your own business, good parenting and living to see your children achieve their goals within the wisdom you teach them is success to me also. Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I feel like I do something, yeah.
And St. Paul say, I shake my head when I hear how people going against each other for politicians because they don't care how we are surviving here.
Yeah.
Right? Mortel say, yes, we spoke about this already. Daga and them got tired and felt that their efforts were not appreciated of. This is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, them president get locked up.
Yeah.
And they get locked up so dread. There was none Frederick Street there.
No, it's Carrera.
There was on Nelson Island. There was on an island.
Nelson Island, yeah. Them Chen and them went.
Yeah.
Them went down there.
Right.
I never understand what overqualify means. I thought getting your alphabets was to be employed. Yeah. I could tell you my brother this weekend, because he telling me he want to go back to school to do a degree in IT. And I asked him, I said, well, why don't get certificates? Why don't go and do some short courses? Because the certification more important than the degree in IT. But he didn't know that now. You know? Anyway. And she say, even if they don't excel academically, they can be very skillful with their hands. There must be something that they like, and we must push them to it, yes.
And the next thing too, boy, the lack of interest in plenty things.
I seen it.
And I honestly think it's because they're overstimulated.
That too.
So much thing in their face.
Yeah.
They have no time to focus on one thing.
Yeah.
Like we growing up.
Yeah.
A simple thing as sweat.
Mm-hmm.
Is something you look forward to daily, like drugs.
Yeah.
Just to go and play a basketball or a football.
Mm-hmm.
We know today that helped build community spirit.
Yeah.
It helped teach you how to work with others.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm.
It helped teach you how to either learn, boy, I can't play with Karen, boy, Karen is shit. Or how to find a way to play with Karen, and I can't. If I play with Karen, I will win.
Mm-hmm.
So you're learning how to navigate through them kind of things now.
Yeah.
Even though it was just what they call a sweat.
Yeah.
No, you can't even get these children and them to come outside, but we's part of that responsibility.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, we're responsible for that. Because I asked him, small man, I gone inside there for lunch this evening, he come out. He said, Daddy, I could get a tablet. I said, what you do for the day? He sat and listened out. I drink juice. Not a marriage, Genesis, I don't know. What he says, boy? He say he do cards and something else. Something else he do. So I tell him, I say, boy, you get your tablet when when I marry class thing, right? He say, all right, cool. So he say, so I tell him, I say, because I'm negotiating with him now, because I want him to understand that it's not about that.
Right.
Right? You had to do other things now. Right? And it's not just screen time alone, because you want tablet. But I'm making sure, even though he on the tablet, that he doing things that could enrich the mind now. You understand?
Real work, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The content economy is now...
Is the new economy.
It's the new economy, and it is now worth at US 200 billion in 2024. And it's projected to grow to $500 billion USD by 2030. That's crazy.
I could tell. I say one thing I realize in my I don't know that I could tell my child no for anything that she want to do outside of the norm just so.
Not again.
Yeah, nah.
What I will say though is we have to be wary, because
of course. Why I finish with just so, because they are looking to it.
Yeah, because while content creation and the money that exists in that realm he's talking about, there's a possibility. We have to remember where we is. Right? And if we want that,
how much shippiness we have to go through to get
to it. So what we have to do now is we have to find men like Karen Rose and go out there, open a bank account, come back, get a credit card, ting, and start to
and all, you know, much back thing he
went through here. Yeah. And then they want to make it sound like here nice. It's not that. It's not that the place nice, you know, the country nice, but all you're making it difficult. There is no ease of doing anything in Trinidad anymore.
And I don't care what nobody say. That's why I have no respect for a politician just because he's a politician.
Yeah.
If we could sit down here and in we daily dealings in life say that there's no ease of doing things here, while you might have it easy as a politician because you have a visa fees.
A visa fees.
A lot of people around you would be telling you,
yeah,
yo, I went to do so, boy, and real problem. But none of these things are changing.
Yeah.
What I'm saying? Look how much headache we had to go through just to do things in the bank alone. Just to do things in the bank. I always talk about my experience to change a check a few years ago. $1,000. Not 10,000, not 100,000. $1,000. And once it CBDB, I started asking them, where's the problem? Where's the problem? You going by this one, watching the check, watching me. You go by this one, watch the check, watch me. $1,000. Or they already tell the person to sign and put a number. The person sign and put a number. You call. Nothing simple at all. I know you're supposed to go in the bank for that.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to chuck that in the fast deposit even though it's from another bank.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or they're taking out all the fees anyway. Put it in, and by the evening time, that's on my account. Nothing simple at all, boy.
Yeah.
But that will affect who want to do business here, the type of business they want to do here. Because you knowing that, it's hard for you to hear your child come and say they will be a content creator.
Yeah.
Because we might be open-minded enough now to say, yeah, I could see it. But then we go and study the challenges.
Yeah.
And be like, good boy, there you show again. Because then you know, we're going to start off with them real passionate I want to do, or we're going to start off with why nothing.
Yeah.
And it's not that we're trying to discourage them, but we know the kind of nonsense you have to go through.
Yeah. What else is it? What else say Baba and I used to look forward to sweat on evenings. Now most children ask. Now most children I ask what sports they like. They don't even play sports.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. No, but them playing sports on PlayStation, brother.
I know. No disrespect, man. Like that.
Them playing sports on PlayStation.
I don't know sports thing, brother.
Yeah.
I don't mind you play. You can play a sports game real good, but don't tell me you're playing sports. Tell me you're playing a game.
On PlayStation.
Yeah.
And she said everybody wants their children to be lawyers, doctors, engineers. But think about it. Tailors and seamstresses are just as important because the doctor, etc., needs garments. Of course.
Again, and that's why I just always tell you, what you do here with this business inspiring a lot of people. Simply because I remember I wanted to go and learn barbering.
You could still learn or not?
You understand?
Then too late.
I was 16 or 17 years old. I was already working on a weekend. While going success, I was like, well, if I learn, I can go and do this for myself. I can start a trip. And I was discouraged because at the time they saw that as just a hustle. They can't make no living from that.
That's it.
But then I laugh. You know one of the things I laugh, boy? I remember during the pandemic, when still coming to get a haircut. You were locked up.
Them can talk to you.
We ain't going nowhere. I'm coming to get a haircut.
I tell you, when Forbes do the study, Forbes say that service these industries, barbering, beauty, old age homes, estheticians, masseuse, those things are recession proof. Those industries are recession proof. Because even though things will get hard, people will still have a little bit of money. At least. Now you could dictate what piece of that money you gain from them. You understand me? So it might be things get hard, can't charge what we charge, and again it could go down. That just means that we have to trim more people. We have to see more people. So instead of me closing Tuesday and Sunday, I
to
got to
open
open
it.
Sunday to Sunday
Yeah.
until things get back to the place where I could go back to that, you dig? But yeah, it real. Even
And
gaming now is a huge income.
Yeah, go ahead.
Akino say even gaming now is a huge income earning avenue that today's youth have access to. Now there are so many gaming leagues and professional gaming. Yeah,
Yeah, one of my godsons,
yeah.
he get invited to a tournament in Miami.
But what about me say?
Yeah, someone making money. Yeah.
When she check she paper and she see how much money, she say, hey, where all this money come from? What you doing there? And it's because the man went to 3 tournaments quiet, and the money in the account. You
Even
understand?
what Monte hip to is a show I was watch. Small man get a offer. The people and them paying. He live in Chicago and he want to move to LA. The company going to pay for his apartment for him to come on tournament. He's going to live there to play game for a company.
Wow.
He's gonna. I think he represented the company. You understand? And them paying for an apartment.
You have to be one of the best of that, boy.
Right, but that was saying, but the thing about it is, it are real things that we were discouraged too. So gaming is the new thing for that now. I remember men laugh at DJ, you can't make no money off of that. I never forget where I messaged Chayat, I messaged Gage, but as them touchdown in Kenya to play music, yo. In the interview on Kenyan TV, playing music. Let me tell you why give me a real inspiration, right? Because I can play music, right? I could choose to play anything and to be all the time and make money.
Yeah.
But Chayat and them stick to
reggae,
that one thing, that positive vibes, that kind of thing. And to see you all over the place and then you reach the motherland. Like, nah, but I have to stick to this, boy. I'm not being seen it right now, as I say, because I'm in the frame.
Yeah.
But I know I have to stick to this, boy.
Yeah.
But for that thing blew my mind, boy. Yeah, boy. I never forget that, boy. I think that was literally right before COVID.
Right.
Literally, maybe some months right before COVID. Yeah. You know. So it again, all back to the thing called success. We realize in the world we live in today, that definition can't be the same as it was 40 years ago.
Definitely not.
And we also have to realize that the avenues to get there is going to be a little different. Your child might do something and all the body take you 25 years time on your photo relationship. He do it in a year.
Yeah. And I have no problem with that.
Of course not.
I had no problem with that. Look, she said, Angie St. Paul said her friend has 8 distinctions but chose to be a nail technician and explained she is living more comfortable.
Hey man,
yeah.
what's your nail?
Come on.
And it is a boss.
Come on. Barbering is a skill will always be needed. It is like water, nail technicians, etc. is most needed. Yeah, people will always want to be nice.
Motel you trim out there?
I don't think so. Motel you trimming outside? I don't think so. Possible if he is, well, I ain't see no that, but you know what I mean, he should be.
On the low.
Yeah, he should be. Yeah, but the reality is, brother, that is the difference now. Like, as I tell my trainer and them, I put in all the way all it's supposed to be now until all they tell me otherwise. I given you the freedom to come and sit down with me and say, Daddy, I like to do this, and this. Right? And I go say, well, I could afford this and this. You go see about that and that when you get to your place. Right? Or when I get to a better place and I feel I could afford all 4, we go do all 4. You understand? But the thing is, they still have to remember, because remember them real airy fairy too, eh? Them real airy fairy, because them watching thing on TikTok and YouTube and watching overnight success, but them thinking, see, here is the next thing with that content creation, right? When you really sit down and think about the short clips they're making, you know how much it takes sometimes them have to do to get that right?
That's why you have to be in such a way that it's a full-time thing, because with we everyday life, sometimes even though you're on social media, sometimes just to make 2 posts for the day. I mean, I just started to think now, am I going to word it up or just do the generic thing?
Correct.
Can you imagine somebody who now trying to make how much videos? I listen to Samson talk, boy, and I get a little more respect for him. Listening to him talk about how much work he just had to do. Saying that he wanted to take a rest, but he's afraid. Next thing you know, relevant again.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing we talk about the success and what you need to do to make it, as Mendoza asks. When you reach a certain point, where's the cutoff point? Does it have a cutoff point?
Yeah.
It's a tricky thing.
But let's say, yeah, you doing it. And she said my sideline paid me more in 1 week than my 9 to 5 paid in 1 month. But that's why I realized too. Because when I work chat me and tell me, boy, them sending me on a PIP, a performance improvement, I say, really? Okay. I come I sit down with my wife, I pull my laptop, and I do an Excel sheet. Because I was real bad at Excel. And I do a projection and I show you, I say, hey, what's going on now? This is what it is. Right? I say right now I working Monday to Saturday on an evening, and this is what we earning. I never knew. I that was just fun money for me. And I say, all right, cool. But if we go full time from 9 to 7, this could what we could do. And she was like, what are we wasting time? That was all I needed to hear. That was all I needed to hear. Because I'm saying that sometimes we do see it because we do project now. We do put pen and paper and sit down and write down and thing and plan. Because I tell you the last time, right? The same energy that it will take you to say, well, all right, we need to buy this laptop here. Right? It's the same energy taken to buy the car, same energy taken to buy the house. It's just more planning, more strategy, more sacrifice. But it is the same principle. You understand? And once you understand that, my brethren, everything, the sky is the limit. The sky is the limit. So for me, my advice now would not be sometime I sell what? Ciao.
Now, next thing we have to do, I would love to get Arlene for that. Food tourism.
Yeah.
Chow, who was telling me that they don't feel nobody else in the world is make chow like with the way we
Chinese,
do
no, definitely not.
Somebody else talking that talk with yesterday.
Definitely not. Definitely not. They can say what I want.
Definitely for sure, boy, Motel, boy.
Yeah.
That's something I'm really looking forward to, to doing a summer link up with Motel.
Yeah, that'll be nice. That'll be nice.
But for me, it has evolved what we call success. Let me tell you what changed for me. You have to have ambition.
Of course.
Right?
Of course. To set the goals.
Because you might choose something, and what you choose and how you do it might make you reach the goal. We might have the same goal, might make you reach the goal in 2 days, but it might take me 9 days to reach the goal.
Correct.
Right? But I realizing more and more is ambition. We want. I'm not saying that based on this year is based on the conversation we are having today about going behind it and everything. I just saying is one of the things today we learned that for me impacts how we look at what we call success and how we get into it as you talk. Time. Because you're doing this, you could drop your children to school.
Correct.
That's an extra little time with them.
Correct.
You understand?
Correct.
They could come home in the evening, daddy not inside, but daddy right out there. Right? I show you not kente. I say, we come out here for something in the evening, it's after 5. She hearing noise in school already gone. Still have a good future and they're waiting for the parents. It's not worthless parenting. Not every situation where you see a child looking
Late.
in a certain way is worthless parenting. It's not.
Nah, not this rounds.
But them parents and them man have no choice that to work. And morning, I always talk about in the morning when I get up. Most mornings and I'm making breakfast and I'm looking out the window of a lady sometimes 5 to 6, 6 o'clock. She walking the child to carry her and to school. 6 o'clock in the morning.
And they just take the child? Because I know some schools that
some
say
schools don't take about the security this big day.
7:30.
So and I tell people again, some people tie that to success. They say she's the early bird, she's the thing.
nah, could
But
never
what
be.
about-
That is
but what-
sacrifice.
What about
That is sacrifice.
what going on with the child?
Mhm.
You understand?
Mhm.
So that's why I say it's something that we had to real discuss. We had to apply today's life to it.
Mhm.
Because I go on today and see two of she school friends
Mhm.
on work with the parents, no choice. I know about that.
Mhm.
You understand? How we, within the same system that I talk about, I feel one of the things we have to do is look at how we could, because imagine it's 2024. We have all these things in companies that have HR and all kind of things. Yeah, human resources, but it's still costing when I bring my child to work.
Yeah, I course on that on
So
digital.
why is that human?
Yeah.
No school this Friday go on here.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 children. Well, I find, and but again, this is why I say that's why I have people tell me plain in my mind that certain aspects of business I wouldn't succeed at. That is them opinion, and because I tell you, Friday is no school.
Mm-hmm.
Where were the single parent with 2 or 3 children to do? And the children them not old enough to stay home by themselves. It's either it has something on the work that she could bring it, or he could bring the children to. But that I was still with the children.
Yeah.
Because again, the present form of school that we have, and I'll even all with this, the present form of school that we have wasn't created out of, hey, Karen, let me make something that we could teach people and help make the world a better place.
Please.
No. The present form of school that we have come from the industrialists in America needed a babysitter.
Yeah. So they could get their staff to come.
Yeah, so cause when the industry, the America went kick into that industrialized phase, more and more people had to come out of the home.
Yep.
Mommy and daddy in certain instances coming out of the home to work because real work up thing, people could get more money now and right. And that is where this particular format of schooling come from.
Yeah.
You know? Now, the world we live in now, you need this education to function, and I'm not saying no, But I would see cold-heartedness in the way that it is run, because to watch that woman walking 6 o'clock in the morning to drop that child to school, that child had to stay there for 2.5 hours before the school bell ring. More than likely, he's there an hour and 10, 15 minutes by himself.
That's a big risk.
I don't know I'm not going to tell you, I don't know the security.
Yeah, that's a big risk. But that security could be doing here anything.
You understand what I'm saying? But it has some people who ball.
No choice.
That's what they're doing. Yeah, you have to do them thing. And no, I am saying that that is the world that we created, and that is the world that for a large extent we accept. And plenty we don't see it like that until it affecting us.
Yeah.
You understand? So I personally just give thanks right now that I still able to, and I pray that it stayed that way for she school life at least. I able to interact with her before and after school in terms of the picking up and the dropping and them kind of thing. Because we know, I mean, we was very glad to, I don't know about you. I didn't want to go secondary school in Sawabata at all.
You tell me that.
Because my mother would have been up in there and in the PTA and all kind of. My mother was the secretary of my school PTA for at least 3 years of my primary school life. So sometimes 2-3 times for the week I see my mother in school.
Right.
I didn't want to part of that.
Right.
So I know I wanted to go far to go to school, right? So
So you got
that,
some time to come home.
right, you know, but I understand now is laugh. I sure use laugh too at some of the things that your mother tell you. It's like, but until you like, you're catching yourself repeating it, you're catching yourself seeing the wisdom in it.
In it, yeah. That's
understand?
one for sure there. That for sure.
Right, that I want my child go to school around here.
Yeah.
I want my child go to school around here.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I waiting to see. I watching to see if it is that school could make a turn around between now and when I'm married with you know, because if you could go there,
It had
I will be happy. But at the same time, I ain't trying to make the same mistake twice now.
Yeah. So I go read out these here. Yeah, but I read that line again, boy. Angie St. Paul say, my sideline paid me in 1 week what my 9 to 5 paid in a month. Motel say sometimes I sell chow, right? I as well sell out. Say, just not right, yeah. Mango pineapple chow selling out. Curry green apple selling. What? Curry green apple.
I can always make mango.
I better. I
Like Anchar.
will take it with. Right? Angie say, planning, sacrifice, perseverance, positive energy. Yes, we can actually. Right? Motel say, killer making a killing with his corn and pigtail. Why?
Mr. Killer. Trinidad Killer. Remember he out there?
I keep carrying on what I hear. We say that something about the way we just cook here. I feel we not capitalizing on money.
No, we're not. But the problem with it is when you're out there is getting the raw materials now. They don't always get
I
access
talk
to
about
it.
from right here.
Yeah. Without
From
a doubt.
right here.
Without a doubt. Wait
Yeah.
till Mom's laughing at it. Mom's here catching it. What are you laughing at?
I sure is when I say
You
I
want to
didn't want to
go
go to
into-
I didn't want to go to school down here. I didn't want to. My mother wanted me to go George's Bar or Sawasek. I tell you, remember your choices? My choices, my first choice was my mother wanted me to go George's. If I didn't go George's, she said she would take Sawasek.
Yeah.
And success, because I wanted to put on that. And my teacher tell her, even though we bright children, they still always put on something on the lower end, so she put on
Yeah, that makes 2 by 2. Well, they had 4 choices. They have 4 choices now, but they only had 3 when we was with.
No, we had 4.
We had 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, mine was
So that was
St.
mine.
Mary's. And what was the next 2 boy? Southeast. And probably Success. I don't remember putting down Success as a choice. But
No, that was St. George's, San Juan Government Secondary, Success Lavandil, and Arango Junior Sec. understand? Yeah. But that is just what it is now.
Yeah.
There's a topic we go revisit again.
Yeah.
We go revisit again simply because I don't think it's one that should be written in stone.
Yeah.
Because we will be phasing out a whole lot of people.
Of course.
We will be alienating a whole lot of people.
Yeah, and success is not only shirt and tie and suit. You understand? Success is it is liquid. You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Fluid.
Yeah,
it's fluid. You know, we got all the training season up here. Alright. Well, that's good, man. That's
Motel, you saying that hard, so I know where people go disagree with you.
Yeah, then.
I know where people go disagree with you, but alright, brother.
Yeah.
Once you can get it to make a chow, we good.
Good to go.
Right?
Yeah. So I remember, all the business owners, we have
Contact with
contact us for
advertising.
advertising. You know, we will tell all the prices and things. I mean, we ain't digging out no eyes.
That's all.
We trying to be real because we understand a lot of it is small business. So if only could do all the video, I say keep it a minute and a half. Or even if it's a picture you want to send with all the information and things that we could show up on the screen, we will do that as well. You know what I mean? Because I mean we still have things to get. We have little devices and things we need to get to, you know, uplift the
To
thing
change it up a little bit,
so we can start taking phone calls properly. But that's one of the things that I feel we need to get back to. You know, because as nice as the chat this be, the voice, you know, it will be a really nice thing to get me back to that place too, you know. So that is it. I will say this. It's not an African proverb, but it is better to aim at the moon and hit the stars.
Yeah.
You understand?
Well, I think that kind of fit in for.
Yeah, long time when we pelting mango, you never aim lower than the mango.
Yeah.
You always aim higher, because even if you aim higher, you could hit the stem and bust the mango and come down. You know what I mean? So you don't want to aim too low, right? You don't want to aim for mediocrity I mean, it's relative. You know what I mean? I don't want to put a cast any
Yeah.
aspersions on people's dreams, but you know what you want to do, you know what you like. Eliminate the word try out of your vocabulary, because trying is having the intention to fail. Right? Now we just do it. You dig? So yeah.
All life in good health, all you. Be safe on the roads. Remember, love and support is action words. Right? Let we do it. One of the things I fight in is to tell more people I love them. Yeah. So and let we go out there this week here, make it all a business to support our black-owned business.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
Yeah, because all this talk here don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
If we ain't making that money.
Yeah. If all you like food, or let's check out Donna's Delights in Savannah, fluorescent green truck. You can check out She's Success too.
Yeah.
You can check out Rolling Smoke next door to she. Wicked burgers. You dig? Yeah. Support our black business. You know, don't forget the Nubian experience. You know, your t-shirts, dashikis, women's tops, children tops. Or let's check we out. Everything available at Swaglit. Or they could come in. Your links, credit card, or they could come and pay. We taking online transfer, we taking cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't no excuse. You understand me?
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So
Hey, Mendoza here still?
Yeah, he said
Goodness, brother, goodness.
Hey,
What's that? We could go now on. We got laugh to go.
The man said no Diddy, yes?
So long time was no Diddy. Yeah, Marcel.
My brother.
All goodness, right? Love.
We out.